Hello and welcome. This is the Realistic series, and I'm on my way back to the farm. It hasn't really got a name, but if you do watch the series, you obviously know in the back of your mind it's called Brain Fart Farms. But yeah. Anyway, I've just had to nip out, and I had my camera with me anyway, so I thought I would start here. We've got a lot of work to do on the farm, and I'm going to try and vlog it. Nobody can't really see, anyway. No. So, yeah, I thought we'll quickly start this one off. I've got to be pretty quick. We've got a lot of farm work that needs doing. I did have a worker come out in our little mower and just, as you can see, mow down this central bit just here. It was looking pretty... Oh, missed a bit. Yeah, this don't look like I'm going to be making his lunch. I do provide all my workers with food and drink, so it's all good. As you can see, it's not looking too bad. Yes, we own these fields down here, but here is our farm. We own a lot of farmland. Our tractors probably aren't going to be what you're used to seeing. We do have some pretty big tractors. Well, big compared to what I'm used to anyway. Let's just park here. This'll do. Alright. Right. We are in partnership in this roleplay series. Take in mind. We're in partnership with Ursus. We've been using their tractors for a fair few years now, and basically Ursus is all we have, apart from the harvest driver there. So here we have the Ursus 1954. This is 190 horsepower. It is our newest purchase. It is to help this one, which is our Ursus 1934. Both the same horsepower, it's just this one looks cleaner. This one's been really busy. Across here we have the Ursus 1604. A nice all-round little tractor. Definitely does the job when we need it to. Over here we have our old little Ursus. Oh, the Ursus DT Stragano. Well, anyway, it's the C360 Ursus. Nice old little tractor, as you can see, is absolutely filthy. It does do a lot of work on the farm. We also have our front loader tractor. Oh, look at this. Beautiful duals on the back, just to give it that extra bit of weight. But this is the Ursus 1224. That is our front loader tractor. That does all the shifting and the hauling. We have our harvester. This is our newest purchase. After this, well, last season's harvest was absolutely brilliant, which definitely did help us out. We did have an older model harvester, and this season we brought this bad boy. It was a demo, so there were a few kinks and everything with it, but you know, it is what it is. We do have to, I have been told I do have to buy some baby powder or something like that to put in these wheels as dry lubricant. But this is our harvester, the John Deere S690. It is an absolute beast. Unfortunately, it didn't come with the long bar attacher. Like I said, it was a demo, so we just didn't really have that option. It was cheap for us at the time. We did use something similar to this. It didn't have these tracks. Ours had really big Mitas tyres on it, the one we was using for our demo, and we liked it a lot. And you know, the local dealership told us this one was available. It was a good price, so we traded ours in and put a fair amount of money towards it and brought that, which isn't too bad. Over here we have our big cedar. As you can see, it's pretty big. That's why we've got the two big beasts sat just down there. Have I left my laptop on? Oh, I keep doing that. I really need to turn that off. But as you can see, here are the cows. The cows are happy. Nice to see them doing their own thing. Right, if we have a look in here, just open this door. There we go. We do contracts for local places. So every now and then, again, we do have to do silage bales, but we do own a lot of grassland, which is fine. And we also have contracts every year for the real small hay bales. So we've got that as well. So here is our baler and wrapper, the IntelliWrap FBP 3135. It does us. We have the Kverneland Tedder. We have a Kverneland Tarot Windrower. And here is our Fendt Small Heston Baler, the 8040. We have a New Holland mower. Originally we did have one to connect onto the back of our tractor, but we was having a couple of problems with that tractor at the time with the back PTO. So we sold that tractor, we sold the mower, we brought this one off a local farmer, and it's done as good ever since. As you can see, it does get used a lot. So we do have a fair few people working for us, so every now and again you will see our tractors out in the field. So here is our sprayer, the Kverneland IXTERB18. You know, our machinery isn't going to be massive, but then again, we're only a small farm. Here's our water tanker that we do use to get the cows their aqua. And there is the Mech Fiber 365. This is basically to make up the total mix ration that the cows will need. But we already did make a fair amount at the start of last season, and at the start of this season in spring, we made a fair amount. So we're okay on that for now. Right, so here we are, our little planter that we have. This is the Unisem. Doesn't require a lot of horsepower. Even this little thing that we've got here, another Ursus. Yes, these are the machinery that we did start off with, and I just don't want to get them off the farm. You know, they're still useful. As you can see, this one is absolutely filthy. It still does a job. It still gets out in the field. It still plants. It still cultivates. It still does everything we need it to do. It did have originally thin tyres on the front, and it just looked really weird. So we looked around on the internet, and we found some nice wide ones, so we put those on it. Definitely does the job. It gives it a bit more traction on the front as well. This is the Ursus C355M. Not massively powerful, but does what we need it to do, like it normally does with the line spreading. So it uses that. And it just, you know, the workers absolutely love using this thing, and I don't blame them. It's my favourite tractor out of all of them. Right, so because our ground, our fields and our soil it's not really hard, it breaks up really easily, doesn't clump that much. We have these two here, the two Case 110s. We did have originally bigger ones, but our soil being as soft as it is and easy to move, these things definitely do a job. We've got a deal on both of them, definitely more than we wanted to pay, but to get two of these, they only require a limited amount of horsepower. Even that little boy over there can pull them, which is fantastic for us. Just trying to get around quickly. Here is the Terragator. This goes to prove how many fields we own. We didn't start off with that many. It's just one of the local farms, a friend. He sold his farm and we brought some of his fields. So it was a win-win for us. So we got the Challenger Terragator. As you can see, every piece of equipment we own definitely needs a clean. I did drag that over here this morning, and it's already 7:30 and I still haven't cleaned it. Right, so here is our little bale trailer that goes with our Fendt Heston small baler. Literally just flings them up from a little belt, chucks them in there, blatantly obvious. Right, so let me just open this door. This door I have been having a couple of issues with. This one on the left. The hinge still okay? I've had to replace the hinges, so ever since then it hasn't been right, so it's probably because I've messed about with it. Right, here we are. We have a load of silage bales. Believe it or not, it was all the way up to about here. We did have a big silage contract for a certain company, and these are what's left. Hopefully at some point we can get these sold. If not, you know, we'll keep them for our cows. It's all good to me. Don't really mind keeping those. We've got 2 attachments down here for our front loader tractor. We'll keep them here, keep them nice and dry. So over here we have the Pottinger 15 loading wagon. It's not massive, but we don't need it to be. We have small equipment. We've got enough workers. Definitely does the job. I did have to replace some of the slats in it. It was getting a bit worse for wear, you know, with having grass in there and all the time. I don't think I did a brilliant job repainting Pottinger 15 on there, but it's not a bad job on my part, really. So here we are. Another this is a beautiful little thing. This is the Amazon Titan 6000 TC. When did we buy this? I'm trying to think when we brought this. I think we've had it for about a year and a half, 2 years. It's got to be coming up to nearly 2 years. It was not last harvest, but the harvest just before that, just after we'd finished planting all of our fields. That came up, believe it or not. Just my luck. Get it all done and then something decent comes up. There we go. Right, so if we go around here, we open these doors. There we go. We have our 2 headers for our John Deere harvester. We have the John Deere 712C and we have the John Deere 630X. Nice. So that's those. Alright, let's just get these doors closed. All I have in this one at the minute is our fertilizer trailer or tanker. We use this to just cart around for liquid fertilizer and the likes and herbicide. That's all it's really there for. Doesn't really do a lot, but it's there for when we need it. Best to have it, not need it, and need it and not have it. There we go. We've got our auger just there. Fantastic little thing that is. Definitely helps us out. We've got our bale trailer just down there. As you can see in the corner, our silo is there. We have our fertilizer and our seed tank just there. And if we go around here, my truck looks lovely over there. Right, so over here, as you can see, we've got our little shed. I do have a little mower. Hopefully the workers cleaned it that used it. Have they cleaned it? Yeah, they have. Okay. This is what... Oh, they missed the top. We could have really cleaned that. We have this, our lizard little mower. The Profi hopper. Lizard fertilizer. We've got our fertilizer pallets there. We was having a couple of issues with the local store. With getting fertilizer, so we had to get that delivered, which was a bit of a pain. Here are our liquid tanks. In here we do have digestate, slurry, liquid fertilizer, and the likes, all in separated tanks, all run through separate systems, which is absolutely brilliant. Had this for a couple of years now. Because we was using small little tanks and it was just getting a bit much. So we spent a lot of money and we had those built, which is fantastic, and I really need to clean that out. Right, so this was a bargain. This is what we used to cart around our digestate and slurry. I've never seen these type of tyres before. I did try to have a look on the internet at what these tyres were. I just could not find them anywhere, so whether they're unique just to this tanker or someone just modified it and put these on, I have no idea. But I really do like the look of them. Nice. It's empty at the minute. Yeah, good. Okay. Right, so over here, you can see we have, just squeeze through, our high dump bucket and our big silage fork for manure as well. We have our small slurry tanker. Don't need anything too massive because we do sell the majority of our slurry, but sometimes we do get slurry spread on our fields. Over here we have our Liebherr wheel loader. It is pretty old, but you know, we've had to repair it a couple of times, a couple of things here and there, but it's never let us down so far. So there's that. And we have, oh, one of the workers has replaced a piece of wood. The other one was using was rotten, so I'm happy someone took the initiative to do that. Did they steal the bit from down there? Yeah, they did. Okay. Right, so this is, as you can see, animal transport. This is what we use to shift the cows around, which is absolutely brilliant. But the thing is, do you want to see our fields, Stylish Bunker? How's that? Just slow my hand down there. Yep. Well, that's nearly ready. Okay. Right, so we own a fair amount of fields. Yes, we own a lot of fields. But we'll get to see all the fields when we start getting all the jobs started. We've got a couple of fields of ours that do now need to be harvested. They are our wheat fields. We don't really plant that much wheat, in all honesty. We mainly deal in corn and soybean. But we do the occasional contract for a bakers or things like that. You know, when the local places. And I'm really happy that we have, you know, when we brought some of these fields, they was just in a real mess, a real state. And we sorted them all out. We've put little dirt tracks in here, there and everywhere. So if you look from an aerial view, the dirt tracks won't be there. But trust me, they're here, as you can see. There's my house, which is fantastic. But that is going to be it for the first look of our farm. I hope you did enjoy it. And I'm trying to think, do I have anything at the house? I think, hopefully, my friend just had to do a little bit of salting. I don't know what for. It's not exactly been snowing, but he asked if he could borrow our road salt spreader, and oh yeah, he's brought them back. Okay, well that's fine. The last time I lent him something, he dented it because it reversed into a telegraph pole. Hopefully he hasn't done the same with these. Hasn't bent anything? No, he hasn't. Okay, well that is our quick equipment tour. I had to be quick because we do have a lot of work to start getting done. As I said, we've got a couple of fields that need harvesting, so I should say in the next vlog we will be out in our John Deere harvester getting our wheat fields harvested. We've got a fair amount of corn fields. We've got a couple of soybean fields dotted around. We've got a lot of work to get done. So if you did enjoy this first vlog, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the second one. I hope you enjoyed it. And for some reason I left my boots outside again. I really need to start wiping them on the mat that I've got. Huh. See you all real soon.